In this tutorial, we're going to be taking a look at Standard & Poor's NetAdvantage database. They have a new interface. All of your favorite features are still here. And in this tutorial, we'll talk about the major features that you'll probably end up using more than others. And they are looking up companies, creating screens for companies, getting company financials, looking up company bonds, getting stock recommendations, industry surveys, and of course the analyst handbook and the outlook, two favorite features for Standard & Poor's. Very quickly, of course, you can always do a keyword search up at the top. So we're going to start on this dashboard screen. We're going to go over to companies on the left-hand side and click companies. Probably the easiest thing for me to do to get started is just type in the ticker for the Coca-Cola company. And we see it up in the top, so we're going to open that. And the first thing, as we talked about, you can get the company financials. So I've gone ahead and selected the income statement. It's downloadable to Excel file. Let's download financials there. This is also a great and easy way to get 10Ks or other company filings for a company. It makes it easy in this interface. Ratios is another feature you may end up using. While you are on this screen, you may wish to look on the left-hand side, look under Fixed Income, and look for Summary. This is information about Coca-Cola bonds. If you scroll down, you'll see the S&P ratings and the amount of bonds outstanding and when they come to maturity. Finally, probably one of the last features on this screen that you'll use is the quick comparisons for peer analysis. I know I get asked that question a lot. All right. Now next up, we're going to take a look at building screens or queries for different kinds of companies or equities. I've gone ahead and highlighted the screening tab. On the left-hand side, you can either choose companies or equities. Let's go ahead and do companies. And this is the kind of functionality you need if you need to generate a list of companies that meet a certain kind of criteria for your project. You start building your query. I'm going to start doing geographic locations, and we'll limit it to countries in Europe, and we'll do Belgium. Of course, obviously you can choose multiple countries, and you can start building as many different parameters as you like. And this screen, you're starting to see how we're building a set of queries. Typical other parameters you'd put in would be numbers of employees, market capitalization, sales, and so on. We're starting to combine parameters here that displays how many companies meet those parameters on the side here. Now I've changed the search screen to equities. Very similar, of course. Equities implies the issuance of stock, so these are all, by definition, public companies. And many people like to use Standard & Poor's to get the stock recommendations. So you have your typical parameters that we've touched on already in the previous example. Now I'm going to choose equity rankings here. So I've asked the database to show me all of the recommendations with 4 or more stars. Finally, Standard & Poor's also has made available in this new interface such classic features as the Outlook and the Analyst Handbook. They're accessible up here from the tab bar. And it's very up to date. All this stuff is delivered to us instantaneously. So it's going to be a PDF file, as you see over here. And that's where that information is. All right, so that is sort of the greatest hits of Standard & Poor's NetAdvantage. There is more functionality to this database, but these are the main features you're probably going to want to use. Good luck with your research.